What's up guys, Mathematics Battles, and today we've got something totally different than what I do at all on the channel. I guess I've done a couple Let's Plays that have gotten one episode and stopped, so let's hope this one gets further than that. So, I'm playing through houses recently again. I played all of my runs, because I got all of it before the DLC came out. So I did all the runs, or I guess the DLC came out and then I finished my Black Eagles run. But anyway, I did all of it like in the first year of the game coming out, first 2 years. Completely burned out, didn't play it, and recently I was like, I really want to play this again. So I had started a Blue Lions run. I finished a Golden Deer. Finished a Golden Deer that stalled very late in the game. Started Blue Lions, and I was like, why not record Black Eagles? Like, okay, the very top of the screen where that banner is bugged me for a second because it was really dark colored, and I was like, did I size my background? Yes, I did. I did size it right. Anyway, so, we got the game, front corner, over there. We got Black Eagles banner, since this is going to be Black Eagles run. It's just the next one in line. This is not my favorite. I want to make that clear. I'm a proud Golden Deer. But over here is my spreadsheet. And hopefully, in full screen, it should be big enough. It's covering the very bottom of the screen to make it a little bigger, but it's not taking up anything that should be there on the bottom of the screen, hopefully. I'm going to go female Byleth, because, yes. Because I'm trying to... I did male Byleth on my original playthroughs. This is only the second time going through. It is hard casual, I'd say.
Who are you anyway?
I'm basically a complete noob when it comes to anything harder than easy. I play games very casually, so we're going... I'm just going to skip right through it. So we're going to hard mode, and we'll see how this goes. Should be more challenging than easy, especially in terms of if I do extra like auxiliary battles or something like that, or quests and paralogs, you know, things like that. I won't get crazy over leveled like I did at the end of my Golden Deer run, and won't be crazy like maddening where I feel oppressed and it's too far over my skill level. Okay, so I figured it out. I was gonna do Byleth because like there's no reason to do anything else, and I was like, no. We're doing Edelgard's route. And Edelgard loves the church and the goddess, so we are going to be Sothis. There we go. I am Sothis. Yes.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
She's actually on my Tempest Trials team for Fire Emblem Heroes.
As well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Okay, I think what I did for my last one was this, and I'm just going to do it again because I think this is a really good one. I think this is like the second month of the game or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Never cease. It seems
it's actually a friend's birthday.
How strange.
Oh, that's so weird. I actually know two people who share that birthday.
Familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
I guess I'll let this go through. I'm not sure how much dialogue I want to go through. I skipped the opening to the game. I feel like most people watching them would watch this if I've seen Fire Emblem Heroes. Not, I'm so sorry for skipping the opening if it was that important. I'm iffy because this game could take a long time with all the dialogue, so I don't know how long the parts are going to be, or we're going to go like an hour, you know, super long or what. But I just dreamed of war.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? Oh, there hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. A battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander
I hope the audio
is a
is good
sure
as
way
well.
to get yourself killed.
I think it is.
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom.
Just let me know moving forward so I can bump either the mic or the game.
I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
I think I can bump my mic up technically decibels, but it is currently at like max over on OBS. Of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group
Fancy
of
looking
bandits.
kids.
I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now.
I'm gonna mute this Pollock off. There you go.
Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Okay, so if you guys can see over this direction, I forget this is mirrored. I got my spreadsheet loaded up. We're going to save this right here. Number 7. It's got basically every information. I might go over it later, or maybe I'll make a video about it separately, because it is cool. I saw something like this one time when looking for something on Reddit, and I was like, I want to make this, and I want to make it better. So I mimicked the sheet for some of these pages, like this one. This one's pretty similar to, I think, what the spreadsheet on Reddit I found was. But I've got basically everything but tea parties. I've got classes, class growths, class bases, battalions, combat arts, personal arts, personal skills, support, spell list. I've got everything. Except stylized more how I would want to look at it.
Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
So, I would like to know if we're part of a mercenary group, why it's just me, my dad, and the children. Okay, so do
Stay
I
focused.
want to attack with you,
I
or
will
just to
prevail.
maximize XP, or chip with Claude and then attack with Edelgard?
Ready and willing.
I'll chip with Claude. It's probably the best idea. There's no, what's it called? There's no, times pulse at the moment. Iron Axe. There we go.
Now you know your limits.
So my plans for this
I'll cut
run,
through.
by the way, all I've thought about is I think I'd like to make Edelgard a mage.
You have
Simply
a
because she's
strange
got a
aura
big
about
spell
you.
list and good growths on magic. As you guys, okay, so it's color coded too. So you guys, even if you can't see the numbers well, though I think they should be big enough, you should be fine. But if you can't, dark red is like 25 and lower, pink is 30 or 35, purple's 40, 45, green is 50, 55, and blue is 60. As you can see, Edelgard, she does have good strength growth, but her magic growth is 45, or is that a 40? I cannot see it unless I pull up the spreadsheet. 45. Yeah, it's a 45 magic growth, so it's pretty good magic growth, and she's got a big spell list.
You say
So-
you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
I would like to do that.
Thank you.
Otherwise,
We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall
I'm not
in a
sure.
place like this. Please,
I really don't
lend
know
us
what I
your
want to do with
strength.
anybody else.
Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
So much mucus. Otherwise, I don't know. I think I run Petra as like thief, and I think I ran her as a wyvern actually.
We'll advance.
I guess
while
I could go
protecting
Swordmaster
ourselves
and be
from the
different.
enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
I'm unsure if I want to use Yuritsa or not. I really don't know outside of the main cast who I'm going to use for this one either. That's another thing. I try to go, except for Constance and Yuri, because they've got good supports. We're going to get a little bit closer here. Because I don't think they're going to move up. If not, I can just go into the whiz. Yeah, they did. Okay, cool. Edelgard here. And wait.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Get some avoid. And set Byleth here and wait. And then I can talk to Claude.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that.
Goat.
I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Claude is like my favorite character ever. Not even kidding. Well, they're definitely not going to be taking on Byleth if the one guy blocked. That was incredibly annoying because I don't really... So we're going to stick Claude here so Claude can eat an attack. We're going to combat art smash this dude. Kill him. There we go.
Witness my power.
And then sword this guy. I also don't know what to do with Byleth. I ran Grimory, but I was in not Grimory for a long time, so I didn't really feel like Byleth did anything as Grimory, if I'm being honest. Claude, you're gonna take this hit. Thank you. Oh, way over there. How does that know?
Attack when...
Can you not be just such an ass? Okay. We're going to attack again. I will heal up next turn for Edelgard. Level 2. There we go.
One step at a time.
That was nice.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Okay. I know this map isn't too difficult. I'll go ahead and trade the Vulnerary that Dimitri has with Edelgard. Obviously, I want to take all these items.
Damn. Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Yes, can I get into the forest from here?
Think this through.
Okay, Edelgard can. And we'll use a Vulnerary. Just in case I need to, like, attack or something. Is Edelgard gonna die?
To be left behind.
All thanks to her missing that other fucking attack. We're off to a great start. I did not die on the blue lions, one, just to be clear. I want to make that clear. I did not die the original time playing this map on hard. The not actually that hard map hard. I guess maybe we'll have Byleth soak up some hits this time since Byleth knows how to hit. That's... Well, I guess I did rush her into as the main person in the bushes, but still. Ugh. Let's skip all of this.
Let's take takedown.
Ready and willing.
I am still gonna have Claude chip instead of having Edelgard or Byleth attack because I don't want to take that damage.
Stay focused.
I guess I gotta top him
It's
off
because
first.
of you guys.
Okay, we saw this.
Should
Nice,
I have
nice.
held back?
I'll cut through.
I will prevail.
We'll advance.
Going to the forest.
You have a strange aura about you. You say
Talk to them already.
Thank you. We are
I
in
can't
your
believe
territory.
I lost somebody. Yeah. Wait. This time Edelgard's going here and Violet is going to the other place. The one that sticks out more.
Yes.
Yeah, let's use the bushes to the advantage. Come on. Come on, 80. You cannot be missing those.
Fine up.
I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea to go for a combat over here.
I will prevail.
Okay.
Witness my power. Just like that.
Take him out.
As expected.
No, he'll attack Claude. Claude can eat a hit because Claude doesn't matter. Would I restart if I lost Claude? Probably still. At least this makes for a great clickbait title. I lost on round 1. I'm gonna run up this way actually. Because I would like to make sure Violet gets into the thing, the forest.
Well,
Okay.
how was that?
This is a root the enemy, right? I wasn't actually paying attention. Oops, okay. Oh no, it's just defeat the commander, okay. Yeah. Okay, you can stand behind and one of them might go for her and that'd be fine. Claude can go here for the triangle, not triangle attack, the somebody who is in range with his weapons that gives a bonus.
Out of my way!
Okay.
I'm not setting a very good example.
There we go.
I'm here to win.
So if we Iron Axe him, I mean that's probably the play. The only thing is, I would like Claude's bow. I guess I could, okay. Hit this, please. There we go, okay.
Your defeat was inevitable.
I'm gonna have Claude chip, and then I'm gonna have Violet trade, and then attack. I think that works.
One step at a time.
I really wanted that magic growth. Okay. Trade your lance and your vulnerable card. Then wait. Now he does 8 and we did 10, was it? 11? Okay, yeah. So, attack, iron bow, chip damage, and then you are going to trade with Claude and take his. Whoops, no, not that. Not that. Take his bow, and then we're gonna attack. Please don't miss the 3%. Okay, actually, I lied. I didn't lose on this map in the Blue Lions, but I did lose on. I didn't lose. Turn 1, Dorothea in the mock battle got a 1% crit and killed somebody, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Sweet, he dropped an iron axe. So, what's going to be interesting is when we start to actually like planning. Like, when we start planning what we're going to be doing with the characters. I think Caspar has been like a War Master before, because I've done everybody in their basic things. Ferdinand's been like a, he was a paladin. I think it's just a paladin. I've heard he likes Swift Strikes, but I was reading something about maddening. Not that he doesn't want it off of maddening, but that's more of a maddening particular thing.
What are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
Well, if that's sass, maybe I will.
After all, if you don't know the value of your own life,
I guess that's not
you're
really
going to
sass.
protect it very well, are you? Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis.
Wow, that's my
I'm
name.
also known as the Beginning.
I wish I could name myself the Beginning. That'd be funny. I don't think there's enough characters for that, though. I didn't try.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is
Alright, well,
Sothis.
I restarted recording once, so this is on my own.
And I am also called the Beginning.
Not dying. I plan on keeping the dying in the
Who
recording.
once called me
On my Tempest Trial team. Winter Sothis, to be clear, not regular. Sothis?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I'm less than a child?
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have.
You know, this
solved
entire
the
war
flow
could have been
of time.
avoided if she didn't do that.
You would have died had I not intervened.
So I'll just thank her.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
Well, when time resumes.
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
I'll just stay here and wait to die.
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps.
I don't really care if I get
I must
good
turn back the hands of time.
support with Sothis or not. Whoa.
Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the
Ooh,
flow of time to
flames.
find the answers that you seek.
That sounds really deep, except she's only winding back a few seconds. That dagger is gonna beat him.
over here.
Costas is the perfect goofy early villain. Who's like really mean, but also terrible.
Hey, did you just...
That just what?
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
MVP Byleth. I'll take him. I really hate that I missed that level up. I guess I could have kept going and finished off with Byleth, you know? I just want to maximize my XP, though, for the characters I'm going to use.
My thank you so much.
I like how it's Dorothea, and then
Captain
Lysithea and
Gerald?
Felix,
It
and
is
then
you.
it's
Goodness,
Black
it's been
Eagles,
ages.
Blue Lions. Lysithea and Felix are so popular that they transcend the non-Dorothea Black
Don't you
Eagle class.
recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
My nose is so itchy.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Like I always almost lets him walk off.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd
Alois
love
is
for
great.
you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled.
I'm just thinking as we go through the dialogue what I want to do with everybody. I want to say I also think I've had Dorothea as dancer.
It seems
I know
your
that's good
presence is
support because you can just equip
required. Get
Meteor, and then Meteor goes from long distances, so it helps with your like hit. I know it's hit, right? You know, the more people who could technically attack a foe around. I'm not sure I want to doom Dorothea to not doing much combat though, just because Dorothea's like top tier. I love her
appreciate your
dialogue.
help,
She's got great dialogue
Your
throughout the
skill
game,
is beyond
and good
question.
combat dialogue with like level up and crit quotes and stuff like that.
You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Who are the Knights of Seros?
You haven't heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery.
Where is that? My phone here.
We were doing some training exercises when
You know,
those
I guess
bandits
I can
attacked.
auto advance this for
I
now.
definitely got the worst of it.
That would be
Rip
because you
Claude.
ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us.
Good
Utterly
thing I checked my
ridiculous.
phone. I did
so
a
that's what you were
wrong
thinking,
title.
Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
Whoops.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself
There
if
you
you
go, I
look for
fixed
deceit
it.
behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
I wish we got
In
more
any case, forgive our
dialogue
digression.
between these characters.
I must speak with you if you can spare a
The
moment.
lords are all fun.
The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom
The
of
Adrestian
Faerghus
Empire's
is in
what?
dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was
I know,
personally
right?
planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Leicester Alliance, without a doubt, but we're playing Black Eagles, so I gotta go Adrestian Empire. Gotta
a wise
lie.
choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough
Not
of
wrong,
the small talk.
right?
It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
Then again, if you decide to go with the Golden Deer or the Blue Lions, then you just end up beating the mighty Adrestian Empire in the end,
they
so...
are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Claude. Dimitri. The darkness. Dimitri's been possessed by the dark power.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Good night, Sothis. Okay. We didn't die the second time. Woo! Hang the banner!
Part 1. White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses.
You mean 4 houses. Don't forget the Ashen Wolves.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter,
Agma?
and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new
I do
year.
like these in the
As
first
they celebrate the dawning
year with all the
the
calendar.
people pray that they may realize their
And then it
full
becomes
potential,
describing what's
just
happening
as
in
a
the war.
tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
If I'm not mistaken, we start in like March or April or something.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders,
I want to
the
know
frigid
if that
north,
island just to the
is the
left
home
is
of the Holy
Brigid or if
Kingdom of
Brigid's another
Faerghus,
one. Because I know it's Brigid and
ruled
then
by the
Dagda
royal
further out.
family and its knights.
I want to know where Dusker is too.
To the
Because I was
east,
having trouble
a
seeing
league
that,
of
but I know
noble
Sereng is
families,
up there
no
north by
king nor
Gautier.
emperor, rules what is called the
And you can see the Leicester Alliance with Elmira.
Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these
I
three
think the
mighty
country's
powers
just
now
outside.
exist in relative harmony.
I'm gonna guess Brigid is the one and then Dagda's maybe the other of the islands? Or maybe I'm wrong. Was Dagda in the bottom right? I couldn't see. It went too fast for me. I was looking at different places. Alois!
this will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
So if I'm not mistaken, the audio should be fine playing for you guys. The audio in my ear is like half a second off. It's kind of funny when I see the mouths move because
There it is.
they start
Very
talking and like a second
localized.
later you hear the audio. It was important to me that I hear the audio that wasn't playing, especially since it's voice acted a lot. Garrick Mock Monastery. Hanneman. So Hanneman is voiced by, if I'm not mistaken, somehow my name's right, it's Daniel Warren, who is the original voice of Igor. And I think also Akutsuki in P3? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. It's fun hearing him because I haven't really heard him in anything since that, personally. That I play or watch. That's Lady Rhea. Now she looks like she's judging me.
Did the flow of time bring you here?
No, not really.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Her?
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Who's Lady Rhea?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setek. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
So how long ago did Seteth arrive at the monastery?
It has been a long time.
It's within the last
Gerald.
20 years.
I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes.
No,
For
abandoned.
many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My name is Sothis.
A fine name indeed.
I should have been Rhea.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
Just let him die.
Gerald,
Just
you
imagine if this
already
was a
know what
game
it is
where
I wish
it's
to say, do you not?
Rufus, Arundel, maybe? Or the corpse of Ionius? And then, I don't know, Count Gloucester, once Duke
You want
Regan
me to
dies,
rejoin
or
the
steps
Knights
down.
of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
One thing I like is I generally like everybody in this game. There's not like anybody I despise, you know?
I can't believe it.
Like hate
Forced
that
back
much or
into the
something?
Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this.
I need to not
Looks
check
like
my
I'll be
phone too
stuck
much,
here
but
for a while.
I have a
And
notification
I'm
I like to
afraid
see
your
it. You never know what it
services
could
are
be.
requested as
I'm actually
well.
expecting a package, I think, today. Originally it was by tomorrow, but I think it's supposed to arrive by today now, as of like a day or two ago, so. As a servant.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats
Oh,
earlier
what, I'm not gonna be a
talking
maid?
about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Wow, thanks, Dad.
And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Yeah, older characters usually have bad growth rates.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy.
What's a crest?
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
But I don't think that female Byleth can romance her.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company's beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect
I want to
you
be
haven't
the.
yet
Maybe I want to be
briefed
an
on the
Ashen Wolf.
nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
I'm
Their
also
house
clicking
leader
based
this
off of
year
my ear.
is Prince Dimitri. He
To
is
be
to be
clear.
the next
So,
king of...
oops.
Lastly, there is the Golden
That was
Deer
an accident.
House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here.
That's
Certainly
crazy.
is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck.
Have you no intention of
I
changing
clicked
your
it early
mind,
again.
Rhea? Appointing
Let's
a
just go to
stranger,
this.
a child no less, as
Not
a
have to
professor
worry
at our
about that.
esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't
Gerald
say
who
that's
left.
all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well.
I think
I shall
it's
continue my
interesting
investigation.
that, like, even when, I mean, like, obviously,
For
when you
now,
know
I
the
will
game
have
and you
faith
know the
that you are placing
backstory
your
more,
trust
right?
with the utmost care. I pray that nothing
like,
occurs to shake that
the
confidence.
information you know after having beaten the game and the different routes. I've not beaten the church route, to be clear. I've skipped the church route. It's interesting how Rhea has trust in Geralt, But I think Rhea also realizes why, partially, you know, why Geralt left. So. Let's take a look at some students. Fear the deer. Best house. Nobles only run. We're gonna replace Dorothea with Lawrence Helman Gloucester. Hubie. Honestly, half of those characters I just go by Dorothy as nicknames for them. Except for Burn, because it makes more sense to say Bernie. I mean, it's Ferdy, so why wouldn't she say Bernie, anyway? There's the boar. And there's Lady Rhea.
Of course.
Oh,
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask?
I think I'll decline. Let's talk to Seth always.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across.
You know, 3 Hopes starts like early in the game, right? And it's just changed a little bit because obvious reasons.
And see that you greet
I wonder if is that teacher ever named? Like, is it just like some random person? Because it wouldn't be Yuritsa, because Yuritsa comes here, and I think he still does like weapons or something like that, or he does something. So, reception hall.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles.
The Empire is going to strike back,
I hope
don't
you
worry.
had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yes. We'll just go through the list.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
Okay, so yeah, those
Bridget
2
is a
islands
vassal
were
state of the
probably...
Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Hunter's Boon. 20 crit when the foe's HP is less than 50%. Isn't she likely to just kill at that point?
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Weaknesses. She does not want to be any magic class. I mean, you can make her, it doesn't matter.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry. I'll make sure she finds
That
her
stat
way.
line screams Armor Knight.
He's the second son of Count Burgley's. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Okay, oh yeah, I know Caspar likes brawling, so he's not good at bow. We're not going to make Caspar mage, I'll tell you that.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Well, there's a part of me that wants to go axe brawling, just because that'd be funny. That's a 30 growth, right, on his strength? Right? Yeah, it's a 30 growth, okay. Probably deal with that.
He's remarkable. If he had...
Don't want to do that again. Ferdinand von
For
Eyre.
some reason, he thinks of me as
R.I.P.
a bitter
Billy
rival
Commence.
and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Eyre, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Oh wow, so Ferdy doesn't have a weakness. The problem is, we're going to see a page turn here. If we go to that spell list. So Caspar has 2 spells, Petra has 2 spells, Ferdinand, oh, he's got Ward and Restore though on Light Magic. So he's got 4 on each, but they suck. I think the spell list is important, because I know like, so Thoron has extra range, not as much as Meteor, but has extra range. But I don't quite... I want mages to have a lot of magic. Like to have more than a few, especially if they're not going to go into Grimoire. I don't want to have a mage who has like 2 spells like Caspar, Fire and Bolganone, and then, you know, is stuck in a class where he gets like 1 use of them. Anyway. Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's
I like
rather
Hubert.
accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
So he's okay with bows. But isn't his strength growth like terrible? It's also 30, just like Linhardt's, okay. Thing with him and Linhardt is I feel like they're almost locked into going Dark Knight. Dark Knight, Holy Knight, or just staying in your like Dark Knight or Warlock, Dark Warlock type classes.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Interesting. So obviously she's got good strength, but I want to make her a mage, so I'm gonna force it. I'm just so the reason too. We looked at the spell list for a second there. If we go back to the spell list here, she has Fire, Bolganone, and then Luna Hades, and she's got Recover and Seraphim. Obviously, I think Physic is generally considered better, but Recover is nice, giving you extra health, and Seraphim good against monsters. So I think she with a good growth in it and a large spell list, I think it'd be interesting. Linhardt and Dorothea both get Physic, and Bernie, who gets Rescue as well. Bernie's an interesting one because if you go back to her side of the stats, Bernie's magic growth is 20, which is downright awful. But Yeah, that's the big thing, is I think she'd be fun just because her spell list is pretty big. She gets Thoron too, but and Physic and Rescue, but that is a rough Magic Earth. So, outside of that being said, too, if we're running Constants, now Yuri's gonna have, what does Yuri get? Yuri's canon class is Silenced Aura, is what the Trickster, which has Sword and White Magic, so. Well, you need Sword and White Magic, but you can use any type of magic, so Yuri's gonna have some magic. Dorothea probably will stay in some class that can use magic. And Linhardt likely will as well. And Hubert likely will. So there's a good chance we have a good amount of mage classes here. It's just what to do with who does not want to be mage, or who could run something that's different. And who, for those people who aren't mages, you know, what do we want to run them in that's different? There's some interesting thing, like I could go like Armor Might Caspar, I could go Armor Might Burning. I think that'd be fun, honestly. A bit memey, but I think that'd be fun. Or it could be fun. At least put her in it and get that defense growth. Then looking at the people with I'm looking at strength stats right now outside of them. So all the mages have lower, and all the people who aren't mages have higher. Pretty split. If we look at just for comparison, the Blue Lions. You've got a few people. Sylvain's is only 30, which isn't great, but Ingrid's 35, so she can technically go either way if you wanted her to. Anna's the same way. Yuri's 35. Probably be better off in a strength class, but you can really force him into magic if you wanted. Obviously he's a guy though, so he gets locked out of Grimmery. Happy's actually got a decent strength stat. That could be interesting in the future, I'll keep that in mind. I'd like to run her as just Valkyrie though, for the first time. And go up to Golden Deer just to look. Lawrence is another one. At 40 and 40, you could run him either way, really. Technically, you could run Ignatz either way as well, because his magic is only 5 less, and his strength isn't great. But Ignatz's spell list, I don't think is great. He gets a Physic, and then he gets 3 regular magic spells, so. Anyway, just trying to play it out. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm actually going to put it like this. There you go. This is also so if I just blow up my, if I go to the bottom of my taskbar and just hover over and it gives me the screen, I can see all the information on it because the little small windows, you know, for when you're clicking on things that stay up there as you're hovering over, will just be covering up those blue lines. Anyway, okay. Do I... Gatekeeper! We'll talk to Gatekeeper.
You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, and
Oh, I
that,
skipped.
I mean, to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
I'm not sure I want to use Aritza. I know he gets support with Constance. That's the only thing, is if I wanted to get that support, I'd probably need to use him, because, or force feed meals of them together. But I'm not really. Claude.
Well, scored a teaching. I guess that means I'm from the rule. I'm guessing.
I want to
have you
look
met
at
the
these
folks from the
characters.
Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
I'm good.
That's so.
Oh, it's still okay. I guess
Well,
yes.
I'm guessing. Have you met the folks?
We'll talk about Hilda because it's funny.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
I guess technically speaking, I don't have to go through. I just have to talk to all these, do I? Or do I have to go and talk about everybody?
Of course, delightful news. In any case, I hear you're investigating the different houses.
I'm getting tired of listening to all the dialogue.
Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yes, just in case. Sylvain, because I can recruit him instantly.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help. Hello.
I appreciate your effort.
Cool. Yeah. Let's chamber. Already gone an hour now.
How are you enjoying your time at the academy thus far? I hope you have found our
Okay,
halls
you'll have to
brimming
read as
with
I
the
talk a little bit.
vitality of
I'm not sure who I want to
well-intentioned
recruit.
souls.
Like I said, I don't think I want to do Yuritsa. Though I might. I don't know. I like 50-50 because I know he gets a support with Constance.
I suppose
But I
it is
also
time for
know
you to
there's
take
8
charge
students
of one
plus
of
a
our 3
professor, that's
houses of
9.
students.
Add 2 more for Constance and Yuri.
I must
Because
note
most of
that
their
I am
supports
personally against
that are
entrusting
non-action
someone as
wolves are
lacking in
with
trackable history as yourself
Black
with
Eagles.
such a task.
Constance has one
It
with
is as the
Mercedes, and
Archbishop
Yuri
desires.
has one with...
The Black
Who is
Eagles,
that?
the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope
like
you've
happy
made it
is
a point to
Dimitri
get to know
and
each
Ash.
of them.
And then Linhart in the other class. I know Balthus is all Golden Deer. Off the top of my head, they're all Golden Deer. Happy's 2 Blue Lions and a Black Eagle. Constance Yuri, 2 Black Eagles and a Blue Lion. Though I think Constance gets Yuritsa as an extra. I think Constance is Bernie and Edelgard. And then
Since you are new here, we have decided
support
to
is
allow
less
you first
important, and I
pick.
don't need to have that on the screen,
Manuela
so I'm
and
going to use
I
my
will
phone
take
to look
charge
at
of the remaining 2 houses.
with the spreadsheet. Okay. Yuri has Dorothea. No, yes, Dorothea and Bernie. And then his is with Ingrid. Okay. Constance is with Edelgard and Ferdinand, and also gets with Yuritsa, and then gets Mercedes. And then all's right with Happy being Ash and Dimitri with Linhart. Anyway, I did use Yuritsa because the DLC had come out at the time. I just hadn't done the Ash Wolves yet, I think. So I used Yuritsa, so I'm like, do I want to use him again?
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide
I guess you guys can
open
comment if you want
minds
more
with
dialogue
virtue,
or to skip
care,
dialogue.
and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders.
Just
I hope
really
you
trying to
appreciate
think about what I
an
want
honor
to
it
do
is to
with
lead them.
characters, because that's going to come up not too in the distant future.
Brother?
So
Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
okay.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
This is a group.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
That's pretty noble.
You have
have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure, sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
They argue more than the other two houses.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Okay, I'm waiting for like the next save point to pop up before I end anything. I also gotta make a thumbnail for this before I upload it. Figure it's good though. I never end up going far with my playthroughs, and I'm probably more inclined to play this than a Pokemon game right now. I do want to do a co-op though with Micah's Dimensions at some point. That would be fun, and more chance to make graphics. This I threw together. Okay. A little bit more dialogue, and then we're at the end of the month.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power.
Crest wielders are better than non-crest wielders.
Mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well.
Like Caspar.
Only a scarce few descendants
Caspar
of a
does
crest's
not
bloodline end up inheriting
Nor does
that
Hubert, I didn't
crest's
realize that.
power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
There's no need to look into it.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
Whoa.
To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
You should go to Abyss.
Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now,
all
your
I'm doing
work
is
here
just
is
thinking
done.
about what I want to do with characters. I also want to have a balanced like group when it comes to classes and all that, so I don't want like 5 Wyvern Lords or something like that.
What in the world? Oh, I
could try
see.
Petra and Falcon
It may
Knight.
be connected to that, but to a greater degree than
Because
you
Petra is Petra's plus and all those things, and I think I've gone Wyvern Lord for her, but not Falcon Knight, and that leaves Wyvern Lord up for a male character, because Pegasus Knight is female, or Falcon Knight and Pegasus Knight are female locked. So, okay, we're finally to a saving point.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive it. It
Yeah, we get to
notes the days
schedule
on pay
events, blah
carefully.
blah blah. Now we can finally save the game. Okay, so with that, it's been 1 hour and 11 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end this right here. I think I might keep playing and record another episode though, because I just want to get to the start of things. But we will see. I at least want to, I think, get through the mock battle, so I think I might do another episode to get through the mock battle. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and you know, come to think of it, I think this is over an hour because I fucked up the one battle. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.